If you go and watch all their cups that they won, majority of them, man of the match is the referee.
Because I don't think PSL Award stands for Premier Soccer League Award anymore. They stand for Pirates Soccer League Award.
We are the black coffees of this show, Baba.
Yeah. This is the noise we're trying to escape as a country. No way, when I shut down.
Shakunjan Bafeti Kamala Lindo Pep, also known as Lindo Pep, and this is the best of enemies. I'm joined by the two biggest fans in the country. Mpetu Papa Wawang, Mpetu PhD. I just want to say congratulations to Orlando Pirates for winning the 4th MTN final in a row. 3 coaches have done this thing, Bafeti. PhD, you're a champion. But let me get initial reactions from Wawa, the biggest fan. Wawa, thoughts on the final?
It's not a peaceful place to live in South Africa today. All I can say is that with all the powers vested upon me, as the executive president of the Mining Association of South Africa, MASA, I have since released all my troops to Mbombela Stadium on Saturday to support the Stellenbosch Mafias. But Stellenbosch Mafias, with all the support given to them, I had high hopes, I had beliefs that they are going to save South Africa from noise pollution. But with all the support we have given them, they decided to fail with distinction. They decided to fail with flying colors. Yeah. You know, the mistake which Stellenbosch have done, it is to allow Orlando Pirates, it is not to bury Orlando Pirates inside 90 minutes. Because Orlando Pirates has got a stinking tendency of discharging an unlicensed firearm outside 90 minutes. They are dangerous. You must never allow them that space. But you know what I can say, Lindo, is that after they scored the second goal, Ndapera Power, Ndapera Simba, but that third goal, I want to come clean to the society. I want to come clean is that third goal, my soul nearly separated with my flesh. They nearly arranged an unwanted premature meeting with my ancestors. But what can I say is that congratulations to the Sea Robbers. They've done a successful heist in Mbombela. They are one step to reaching Kaizer Chiefs. But you know, sometimes I just found myself, you know, that pain was very far from me, about 400 kilometers away from me. But I followed that pain. I followed that pain. If I can say, you know, when I was leaving the stadium, my inner person was saying to me that Yena aya queen. You know what I can say? We are breathing through the wounds. Only Panado can save me from now. Noise pollution at its peak.
PhD, Asapuzi Grandpa. Pain has landed very nicely and safely. So, initial reaction?
First of all, let me congratulate Orlando Pirates for winning the MTN Cup 4 times in a row. And also let me congratulate my brother here who has the opportunity to sit next to a champion. And yourself, you have the opportunity to sit to a champion. Yes. And thank you very much for giving respect where it's due by removing your hat. But first of all, let me say, it gives me the greatest of pleasure to know that the success of a jealous man did not make it in Kaizer Chiefs and your Mamelodi Sundowns. This is football and it's rivalry. There's no hate. But I'm very happy with what Orlando Pirates has achieved, the pain that was delivered, the kind of football that we played. Remember, last season, we played MTN and we won 2-1, a controversial win. Difference with this season. This season we played well, we won convincingly, everything was nice. Although we're disappointed that we did not win within the 90 minutes. But take nothing away, we were playing against a very tough opponent in Stellis. So, you know, we are winning this thing like when a person goes to...
Wow, we need to give him his gift, this guy. I brought this. We need to hand it over.
Can I hand it over?
No, you can hand it over because you guys won the Nedbank Cup, right? But Anina, online banking, you guys did not win the MTN 8. You guys did not even participate, wow. You know, yet you guys are a big club. But let's do the honors of offering him that SIM card.
As the only fan with fans in the history of South African top flight football, allow me to end this. But me ending this, there is remarks which I want to make. Kaizer Chiefs, we have got 15 of these SIM card trophies in Naturena. And it is worth mentioning that we are the cup champions. We are the first team to win Nedbank Cup in its history and the last team to win it. When it comes to MTN 8, we are the first team in the history of MTN 8 to win it. We have 15 of them. So congratulations to Ezemnyama Ngenkan for getting one step to reach our success.
Did you see all of them? Did you see all of the finals that Kaizer Chiefs played?
No, Kaizer Chiefs were winning the finals because there were no cameras during those days. We know that most of their cups were bought. They bought them at the shop. But now, since PSL is now independent, with the coverage of cameras and all these things, it is very difficult for them to win the game because Kaizer Chiefs made a blunder when they sold their player who used to play for them and won them those cups. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the referee. If you go and watch all their cups that they won, majority of them, man of the match is the referee. So it's going to be difficult. I want them to be back. They won the Nedbank Cup, take nothing away. They did well, and we are very proud of that.
For life.
And we gave them that. But in terms of football, I think football is more exciting when they are back. But all in all, the only team to win MTN Cup 4 times in a row, something that has never been done in PSL era. No team from Mamelodi Sundowns to Kaizer Chiefs, no team will ever do that. It is only Pirates that has done it, and we are continuing to do that. In fact, we are the only team that has done that in the world.
They've taken over.
Oh, okay. You call that taking
They're
over?
taking over,
Taking over the trophy that even FIFA does not recognize. Remember, in the domestic cup, FIFA recognized Nedbank Cup because Nedbank Cup has got a potential to take you to what? To the continental stage. And continental stage earns you some opportunity to participate in the club FIFA World Cup. But he is an Orlando Pirates supporter. They never fail to disappoint. Every time, this whatever he's speaking, it shows that Orlando Pirates supporters, they suffer from what we call football disorder. You know, Orlando Pirates supporters, you know, whenever they open their mouth to speak, I realize that the difference between a brain and a stomach is that like a brain doesn't report when it's empty. These guys, their mouth commits before their brain can commit when they speak. Do you understand? Because we are talking about Kaizer Chiefs.
But can we agree that they are the new cup champions?
Don't give people who are not champions more
No,
time.
I can agree that they are the new SIM card champions in the horizon.
By
in
the
the
way,
house.
I'm just doing this for formality so that I don't break his heart. He's not even in the top 8 that I won just on weekend. So me receiving it, I just don't want to be mean because it does not even qualify to give me that SIM card. Someone who's inside the top 8 and maybe a finalist like your Stellenbosch, like your Sundowns that have been playing. That's why they won't understand the pre-season trophy. Because
other people are saying, actually, tell me, why are we actually talking about Kaizer Chiefs when they are not in the top 8?
Because it's a big brand. This is a big brand. Let me
Why
prove
are
it.
they having interviews?
No.
I always told you.
Chami and Lindo, you guys are suffering from past tense syndrome. We are now in top 8, and let me tell you something. We are talking about, you must put respect, despite that Kaizer Chiefs has not been doing. Hey, man, you give them a cold drink because they are not.
No, I'm a champion. I'm a champion.
What about me?
I'm a champion.
No, you guys, it's high time that you put respect on Kaizer Chiefs.
But Kaizer Chiefs is not even number 1 on the log yet.
No, listen, you are missing the point.
Don't give him. No, don't give him.
Look, Lindo. Please, let us be fair. We are talking about, you cannot erase the history. That one you cannot do. We are talking about Kaizer Chiefs, which have won it 15 times, more than any other trophy. But what is special about it is that Kaizer Chiefs has been the sleeping lion. Kaizer Chiefs has not been winning it for how many years now? For 14 consecutive years. But the club which have won it 4 times in a row now, they don't come closer to us. That speaks volume about Kaizer Chiefs. We are talking about a big brand. You cannot speak about South African top flight football and don't include Kaizer Chiefs. This one I can prove it by what? I can prove it by the guy, the Thabo Bester of South Africa by the name of Lucas Ribeiro. He made an escape from maximum Torco prison to where? To go and do what? And wake up. Because he has been envying our brand. But the tables have turned in the Maraba start from Richard Ribeiro Costa Waruna to Ritweri Kanyisa Mayo
Kanyisa Mayo hasn't played.
This guy,
he's yet to have a touch.
This guy, you will hate Mayo. You will never eat Mayo. No, Kanyisa Mayo hasn't played. Over 60% of our signings have been played. That speaks volume for Kaizer Chiefs.
No, Tammy. Simple. You guys are the new Cup Kings, man. I think you need to stand up for Orlando Pirates. You guys have done it 4 times in a row. Every coach has done this thing. And also, we have to mention that you were very loud and very visible to say you guys gave them the Nedbank Cup.
No, honestly speaking, I think the football gods would have punished us. Remember, Kaizer Chiefs is a team that has been winning the cups every season. And to find that team for the first time in a long time having to stay 10 years of not winning anything. Obviously, Kaizer Chiefs is highly supported, take nothing away. And without Kaizer Chiefs, there's not that thing that you get of playing in a derby of, vocals and stuff.
Do you think they envy Orlando Pirates?
They suffer from nostalgia. They suffer from past will of the past.
How do you spell nostalgia?
For them, it's an NOLSO. I'll give you on.
It's fine.
But that's the
It's
past
fine.
will of the past. It's when a person celebrates things of the past. For Kaizer Chiefs to be happy, they need to go and watch all the videos to be happy. But myself,
Yeah, I'll
if
go
I
and
switch
watch
off-
Yusuf Mart. I'll go and watch Yusuf Mart when we
if
scored
I
against
switch on my TV today, I become happy. Yes. So it does not take me to watch Dr. Kumalos when he was still 18 years. I have to watch Relebohile Mofokeng and be happy.
Yeah,
No,
we are happy
Lindo,
people.
congratulations to them. Indeed, they are happy people. Take that away. Take nothing away from that. They are happy people. But this noise, this is the noise we're trying to escape as a country. But my trust, I put all my trust. What I can say, they're overpraising. Is it Wadu or what?
Yeah, Wadu.
The best coach. The best coach now.
No,
the
look.
best coach in the country now.
Okay.
The only coach.
You know what's
Let
funny
me
about
tell
The
you,
only coach that has won a cup this season.
Okay, it's
in the
fine.
presence of Nabi, in the
Okay.
presence of Cardoso, in
Okay.
the presence of Baka.
The same Nabi, the same Wadu, he appears to be good, but if I can tell you about Wadu, Wadu, the way I see him, he is a Mulifenteki who went to a private school.
That's right.
But let me tell you something.
Wait, before you continue out.
Let me close it
Okay.
like this. My
Mulifenteki
trust,
yours.
all my trust, I put it on the president of Al-Ahly. That guy I know is going to disturb the system. He must just come and take this guy to a vacation. Wadu to the vacation and Al-Ahly. And this happiness will be long gone.
Okay,
Soon.
let's talk about one thing. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the pumpkin time.
Yeah.
What happened to the hand?
We hit them with
No, but
one
we
hand.
have to put a disclaimer. No.
Yeah.
You know what? The coach got on to an accident.
that we
and of course
understand.
we know that.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
what happened on Saturday? Pumpkin.
Yeah,
All of a sudden,
all of a sudden,
gone.
We are the black coffees of this show, Baba. We DJ Kalitole, we are the best. Remember when we told them about black
Black coffee
coffee
wanna be.
15 years ago to say invest in this guy at least $1 million. The city said Riyadala, but now they can't book him with $1 million. That's Orlando Pirates for you. So we used the black coffee system and DJ'd on another level. You know about their DJing where that DJ am a tavern in a car. We are well there. That DJ we are black coffee.
Let's talk about the hand. Let's talk about the pumpkin.
I saw a black coffee wannabe at the stadium. All of a sudden, the guy, we know what happened, the unfortunate incident, which we cannot make a joke out of it. But I think the guy, Shem, he recovered before the match. He was just pulling some stunts. He wanted to trend. And he went there with one hand. All of a sudden, he's celebrating the hand. It's working overtime. So it's just one of
Naki Kupa, one thing. Wow.
Yeah.
Can PhD get the kisses that Umandla Nqekazi was getting after the game? Can you please give him those kisses? He gave him about 3.
Does he qualify? Does he qualify?
I'm not questioning you, Lindo.
Can you get me someone from Stellenbosch? Can you get me someone from
A guy
Stellenbosch?
from Stellenbosch to kiss
I don't
you.
mind.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
3, about 3
I now
just
question.
No,
I now question
our
you.
coach played his professional football in France. That's where he was, after leaving Algeria, that's where he was born. And we know France for kisses.
Yeah.
So that's why this season, I want all Orlando Pirates supporters to kiss their wives a lot. We must kiss a lot our friends. We must do a lot of kisses. Orlando Pirates is the only team this season that is having more kisses than any other team in the world.
Everyone gets kissed.
We get kissed.
All right, let's speak about standout players.
Yeah.
Who was your standout player in the final? It can be good or bad from both teams, from Stellenbosch, from Orlando Pirates. But let's stick to Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Who were the standout players? Let me start with you.
Hey,
Who deserved the kiss?
Muraimi deserve
Okay.
it. We are talking about a brace and an assist, if I'm not mistaken. That's 100% goal contribution in that game. He deserved it. He deserved it. Give it to the guy. The other guy was telling me that Muraimi won't get man of the match because they decided outside 90 minutes. I said, no, when you are smoking Dr. Ivan Kosa's socks, there is no way, because that will be the same heist that Dr. Ivan Kosa have pulled in that PSL award. Because I don't think PSL award stands for Premier Soccer League award anymore. They stand for Pirate Soccer League award. Having the likes of, is it the defensive midfielder?
Makau.
Makau. But I give it to Muraimi. I give it Muremi. You're my rubber start.
All right, standout players, PhD from Orlando Pirates. Of course, everybody deserves a kiss. But I'm sure you can single out one or two.
No, I think the president, Yama 2000, Relebohile Mufokeng, is proving to us that he's the president. When he was switched out, so I think Relebohile is made for big games. You know, sometimes we limit people by playing them small games. But again, take nothing away from Austin Apollos when he was introduced later at the match. He played a very good game. Muremi, class of his own. I spoke about the boy. I still remember at some point some people doubting him. I said, I hear that you're talking about these two signings, but Muremi is going to be one special player and Sibilibili. So the boys did well. You know, having to play for a team that every season, when we buy our players, we introduce them to a cup, and that's how we welcome our players. I mean, if you play for such team, then you know that you're playing at a top team, and we formalized that. But I think you wanted three, isn't it?
No, you can give me two.
Yes, I can give you also Mbogazi, class of his own. I think the best defender for me that I've ever seen after old John Mabizela with my own naked eyes. I think for him, no player comes closer to him ever since I started watching football until today, or I can say ever since PSL started. There's no defender that comes closer to Mbogazi. When he plays as a defensive defender, he becomes a defender. When he transgresses, he becomes a defensive midfielder. When he attacks and attacking. And when he goes to the final third, he becomes a striker. What a quality player. Strength for brain. A lot of players that have got strength, they lack brains. But I think for me, if I were to define him, I would say he's the defensive version of Jomoson.
Having said that about Mbogazi, you know, with Mamelodi Sundowns, we have seen Mamelodi Sundowns committing what I can call it a football genocide in South Africa. By getting players, they buy them, they don't even put them on the bench, but on the stand. At the end of the day, which team suffers? The national team suffers. Then we speak about Mbogazi, the guy is very good, but what did the management of Orlando Pirates did last season? They denied the guy the AFCON medal by not taking him to Africa. That was not fair of them. So they mustn't do that thing this season. The guy has to go and play the Club World Cup. The world have to see the gem which we have in South Africa. Don't look at the likes of Mfundo Vilakazi. They've got the AFCON winning medal. Mbogazi doesn't have, and Mbogazi deserved it. So let's hope Orlando Pirates are not going to deny that guy a World Cup opportunity to participate. The likes of Ronaldinho, they didn't skip that stage. The likes of Messi, the like of Ronaldo, they didn't skip the stage of World Cup, Olympics. So let's hope Orlando Pirates do justice when it comes to Mbogazi.
I really want to speak about the national team now, but I have to give two players that are unsung heroes in my opinion. I think Rilem Fukeng played an exceptional game on Saturday. I think technically, I think from a technical perspective, even Nog Releaser, Amar red carpet pass closer to the box. I think he created some exceptional opportunities for Orlando Pirates, but also I know that Mbogazi gets a lot of credit. You have to give Usipo Chayen and Osiema, but to be specific, Osiema, the boy is really good from his defensive job. I think he does his primary job very well. When he has the ball, he can drive into midfield. He's got a pass in him. He can pass 30 meter. He can pass 5 meter. So for me, in my opinion, I think all the Orlando Pirates players did really play well. It's a final. But the people are saying that game ended as a draw.
Yes, it ended as a draw, but at the end of the day, they had to be a decider. And as I've mentioned, Orlando Pirates, they are ruthless. Towards 90 minutes and outside 90 minutes. You'll remember during the times of Rudolf Kroll, the guy, the moment he takes off his blazer and you see the pink hemp, the rest was geography. Orlando Pirates again proved to that. So we give it to them. They've mastered the arts of winning it outside 90 minutes. They won the semi-finals, going to the final in the penalty. That was after extra time. The very same thing happens on the final. So you have to give Orlando Pirates their flowers. They really came to the party for a final with a ruthless Steve Barker, a tried and tested coach. Look, they did well for themselves, not for us.
Tell me, what does it mean for Orlando Pirates? What does this mean, winning the MTN 8 this season? Because let's be honest, Tammy, you guys started the season very well last season. Won the MTN 8, won 7 games on the road. What's different this season?
I think it gives the coach some relief the coaching department and the fans to just welcome this guy officially.
Yeah.
Because when a standard has been laid, a certain level of standard has been put by Jose Rivero in making sure that they win this cup every season. So for him to come and emulate that, he now gains support and confidence from the supporters. Now we realize how blessed he is, and now he can take a moment of sigh, and then he can relax and coach freely. But I think for me, I think this Orlando Pirates is by far one of the best Orlando Pirates I've ever seen in a long time. This is a generational Orlando Pirates. Let me tell you. Hence now. Orlando Pirates is highly supported. If you check how Jose Rivero has put Orlando Pirates, but our coach Abdeslam is taking Orlando Pirates to your PSG standard, to that of Pyramid, to that of Barcelona and the likes of Real Madrid. Unfortunately, I wish I can give a comparison to another team in South Africa, but I found none.
So what I can say, Lindo,
maybe answer the question of Stevie Parker. What's next for Stevie Parker?
No, Steve Barker, look, first and foremost, we have to commend the leadership of Stellenbosch. When was Stellenbosch promoted from the National First Division to the PSL? Since then, Steve Barker has been the coach. And let's talk about the most consistent coach in the PSL of late. We can talk only about Steve Barker. And for a management of Stellenbosch to have so much faith in him, it says a lot. Look, the guy season and in, season out, Stellenbosch released players. We talk about the likes of Quinika, the likes of Dupree, the likes of Jaden Adams, the likes of Basadien, but Stellenbosch is still competing in South Africa. Season in, season out, they finish second, they finish third. Do you understand? So Steve Barker is one of the best coaches to have ever been seen in South African top flight football. It's just unlikely that he is in the smaller team, but he's making a smaller team challenges the big team. But speaking on Orlando Pirates, the sun is for them. Let them enjoy it while it lasts. But what I can tell you is that I have seen this movie before. I have seen this movie in the 2024 to 2025 season. They've won what? The MTN 8. And that was the first and the last trophy for the season. Mark my words. And come the end of the season, we are going to speak the same story. It is done for them.
All right, let's talk Bafana Bafana a little bit. All right. I want a different angle to this. How many Kaizer Chiefs players do you think will make the AFCON team?
The AFCON?
Yeah. You already have Ulentuzo, you already have one, two. But let me start with you, PhD, maybe. How many players do you think will make the national team? Bafana Bafana going into AFCON?
Yeah, honestly speaking, Kaizer Chiefs now, they just had two players. The other one, Monyani, we know he got injured. But I think, and I want to say this to Kaizer Chiefs players, they should be motivated and concentrating on playing for Kaizer Chiefs and doing well for Kaizer Chiefs. Don't bother yourself about who's playing, who's not playing, who's there in Bafana Bafana. Because we saw our own brothers and sisters meaning against Bafana Bafana. Because their players are not at Bafana Bafana. When they continue to do well, they will then be selected in Bafana Bafana. If they do well according to their standard, they can have 2 or 3 players.
No Mayo. Are you counting Mayo there?
I'm talking about 3 players. Maximum.
Count the players.
Yes, maximum, because they need to gain some confidence. Remember, Standout is already doing well.
Pirates
is doing well. No, I'll definitely, the one that is there, Monyani, the 2 that are there. And I can add, unfortunately, Dupree got injured. But I think their goalkeeper, someone is watching, yes. I know that you're looking at a Mayo, but I think their goalkeeper is saving us humble pies. Unfortunately, sometimes when you don't get the praise enough or the praise is enough, you are not seen as the way you should be. I mean, for him to protect that team, remember Kaizer Chiefs is one of the teams, or if not the only team in the world that is yet to be scored, under him being the goalkeeper. So whether be it that you're a rival or otherwise, you have to agree that Peterson is the best goalkeeper now, according to numbers.
Mayo hasn't started, but they already want him in the national team. Papa, how many players make the national team?
Let me first, before I can give you the number, say this. You know, when the funeral is next door, you will enjoy the meal, but let the funeral visit your doorstep. Even water tastes sour. It tastes bitter. Look, what the old man, take nothing away, has been doing well, like he has been on his side, Madala Uyugo Bros. But you know, whatever he is doing, there was a time where supporters were not attending games at the national team. Why? Because I think the guy has played a role in dividing
Kaizer Chiefs.
dividing fans in South Africa when it comes to the national team. Tammy can enjoy it while it lasts, but the moment or the day you start knocking at their door is going to be painful. We are talking about the coach who spoke ill of the likes of Themba Zwane before. Do you understand? Then he came and said humble pie. But speaking, look, Kaizer Chiefs players are doing well. You cannot brush all the players with the same paint. I think it is not fair. We have got the likes of Monyane. Look, he was not even in the preliminary squad. He was not in the initial squad. With this guy, Moby. Moby got injured. They brought Hakim, our very own, Hakim. They brought him. What did the guy do? The guy displayed a man of the match performance. We have got the likes of Thabo Kele. We are not saying that take Thabo Kele straight to the starting 11, but you need a strong bench. That one we have to agree of. We have got the likes of Peterson, the wall of Jericho. Less say about him, the better. So I expect them do Shabalala, and you need the likes of Mfundo Vilakazi when
Hey, where?
Vilakazi,
where?
In the national team. No, he has got potential.
You see now?
The guy has got potential.
Let's allow the boys to grow gradually. Let him do well at Chiefs.
The very same way we allowed Rene. No, the guy is good.
No.
We are talking about the guy who have got an
no, the boy will get there. It's good.
But I'm saying, because the question was coming to me, he has got the potential to go and represent.
He will grow gradually with time to Bafana Bafana. Let's not putting pressure on the boys.
Is Dr. Ivan Khoza calling you?
Yes, it's the Iron Juka.
Yeah.
He's enjoying. Let me answer.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
so
it
unfortunate. Yes, it's him. Congratulating me. For the CAF. I mean, for winning the MTN Cup. Yes.
All right. Before we close, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do an all-time 11 of the Soweto United, Orlando Pirates versus the Kaizer Chiefs. We're gonna select the best players that have ever done both jerseys, whether it's Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs. But we're gonna start with goalkeepers. Tell me your goalkeeper.
Myself, remember, I'm a former Champions League winner. It's going to be difficult for me not to choose a goalkeeper that won the CAF Champions League. I'm talking about the first. But the gods of football allows me to mention, I think, the late Senzo Meyiwa for me. He was just unfortunate. We know the story, but I'd go with him.
Papa?
Okay, I think it's an insult to South African goalkeeper, history of goalkeepers in South Africa, because Senzo Meyiwa doesn't even come number 2. Number 1 in South Africa is Tumelen Kune, followed by Brian Baloyi. Him trying to convince me that Senzo Meyiwa Nzoreme, his perfect soul, rest in peace, that is the best. It's more trying to convince a deaf person into buying a sound system. For me, Mzanzi's number 1, distribution 101 comes on top of the list.
Papa Wawa, you've chosen Tumelen Kune, you've chosen Senzo Meyiwa.
Yeah.
I will go with the all-time goalkeeper. I'll choose Tumelen Kune. I think he was exceptional.
Yeah.
Distribution, handling, positioning, leader. Tammy, right back.
Right back, I'll definitely go with the first South African right back to ever lift a Champions League trophy. For formality, we can choose, but for formality, just so that we don't choose him alone. Edward Mutale.
Tammy, to Papa Wawa.
I'll go with Siboniso Pagaka. You'll remember the trio of Kaizer Chiefs with Abumato, Mashamayite, who won a league twice, who won 3 domestic cups, I think 5 cups in total in South Africa. So Siboniso Pagaka, modern. The guy was, you will overlap going forward, create chances. So I go with Siboniso Pagaka.
Papa Wawa has chosen Usboniso Kaka, and you've chosen Edward Mutale.
Yeah.
My chance. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a very difficult one because Upopa is a modern fullback, but I also think that what Edward did during that era, comfortable on the ball, aerial threat, can pass with both feet, very skillful as a defender. So right back, I'll choose Zuma Chance. Left back, let me start with you, Chan.
Tepo Masilela. I don't need to motivate. I don't need to motivate. Tepo Masilela.
Quality, but no. But I'll go with John Hoto, considering what he has done at Orlando Pirates. I mean, coming as a left winger, as a right winger, having to be converted and playing as a left back and cementing your place and winning cups, I'll give it to him. He's a workhorse.
It seems like you're agreeing with him, though.
No.
Yeah, he's agreeing that John Hoto.
I'm not agreeing that we should go with him, but I'm just saying, Tepo is a great quality. Much as I say, John Hoto
is he the best left back we've seen in the country?
Considering where he has went with football, played his football at top level. Bafana Bafana was always cement. I mean, he's got the ability to even go forward and deliver crosses. One of the best. You did have the assistant coach, the assistant coach of the DGC, Bradley. Bradley Canel,
yeah.
Top. He played in all levels of Bafana Bafana. So that's why I'm saying yes. But
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's deal with the two centre backs.
Yes.
Let me start with you, PhD.
No,
You
but
can
we
choose.
haven't
You haven't
decided.
chosen.
Oh, I've chosen.
Yeah.
With
Tepa.
Tepa Masilela.
All right,
It's-
all right.
He agreed with.
Oh, yeah, I
Tepa Masilela.
yeah.
Okay, let's do two centre backs. Let me start with you, Tam.
So you're starting with one or one?
No,
or
let's
the
do
other?
two. Let's do two.
All right. Mboga and Mabizela.
Okay.
No competition,
to
nothing
beat
come
it.
close.
Okay, don't be difficult.
Okay.
I'll bring in Mulomwanda Otawa Matoa. I'm talking about the defender who could score goals. You know that when it comes to, he was the modern defender. You know that when it comes to Eric Matoa, a corner was a goal, a set piece was a goal. We are talking about the player who scored 30 goals as a defender. We are talking about the leading goal scorer in Kaizer Chiefs history when it comes to CAF Champions League. If the guy was not released prematurely, you will have reached 50 goals and surpassed lots of strikers who have played for both Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. So I go with Eric Matoa. And I go with also Lucas Hadebe,
Oh.
the chief. The chief,
bro.
you went abroad and made a mark at the Leeds. I don't want to speak about the Leeds a lot, but he has made his mark. His name is not a stranger to South African top
Oh
flight
my
football.
God!
Yeah.
I think for me that's an
I
easier
value
decision
fun.
to make.
Yeah.
I'll remove the young boy Mbogazi, even though I believe he will in
Yeah,
future.
in future.
For sure, he will be there.
Nah,
but I will choose
I hear you. You
Mabizela.
don't see what I see. I'm seeing something. You don't see what I'm seeing. But
No, we are throwing the guy into the deep
Yeah.
end. He's good. Take away the.
Alright.
He's good. But he hasn't reached. What happens if he drops now from it? You cannot.
No, but it's part
too
of
early.
football. Even
Yes,
if it drops form.
It's
but,
too early.
But let's choose Lucas Hadebe as well as OJ Mabizela.
Okay.
Let's move
Eric,
in.
okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's
It's fine. No, you have got a defender who can close the door, shut the door for you, and score goals for
No,
you.
those two
in the
people-
absence
Mbogazi
of
scores.
in the absence of strikers.
OJ
coming
Mabizela, we're
into the
talking
party.
about
OJ scores.
We are talking
Okay,
about OJ
I rest my
Mabizela.
case.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
we're talking
against-
about OJ
I rest
and
my case.
Mbogazi. No,
Okay, let's talk about defensive midfielder. Let me start with you, Tam.
Andy Legend.
Oh, Tinashe. There's never been the best defensive CDM in the history of South Africa, and we are yet to find the
Go to Spain. Go to Spain and ask them about the combination of Manis and Andy Legend.
Yeah.
We made the president of then. Let me tell you.
Not
We
to
made
national
the
Gomash.
defender. We made the president of then.
Hey, that's
I don't
difficult.
care.
Zuma to go to the dressing room to talk.
that's very difficult.
I'm living here. I'm
Very
living.
difficult. Andy was superb.
But
There's no-
Tinashe
there's no
Ngomashe.
better. I know Nengomashe was a solid player. Trust me. Unengomashe was a leader, was a captain of Kaizer Chiefs, and he won so many trophies for Kaizer Chiefs. You know, one of the best Zimbabwean players to assimilate to South Africa. But to be honest with
Tinashe
you, I've got a
Washington.
soft spot for Andy Lechane.
Hey, Andy
I
Lechane.
think.
Andy Lechane.
I'm going for Andy
Lechane.
Lechane. Okay, number 8. Let me start with you, Wow. 8 position.
I'll go with Mdogis.
Doggies.
Yeah. Dr. Kumar.
Dr.
Yeah.
Kumar, the
The
time.
most
No, I'll
decorated
give
player.
his peer because those separated me. I'll go with Pesimuloi's son, Tewo Muloi.
Hey, very difficult. Both ball playing, both influential, both skillful. I think they've had an
And
incredible.
don't look at football from a Bafana's point of view.
Yeah.
We are not talking about his accolades in Bafana. We are talking
Yes.
about in Orlando Pirates.
Hey, but you're
Because
talking
lot of
about South
people- let me
Africa's
tell you-
darling, Tame.
Yeah, no.
I want you to
also
consider
darling.
that. Oh, if we are talking about Bafana, then okay, let it be. Because no, I'm not disputing
Yeah.
what you're saying, but I'm saying take off the mask of 1996 because now people are overhyping the over 19, even when we're not talking about it.
I'm a
The guy has
Brazilian.
done
Go and
it.
ask the Brazilian
Yes.
team. They will tell you Dr. Kumar.
Dr. Kumar
let's move
from
on.
where? From Chiefs or
Dr.
from Bafana?
From Chiefs.
Dr. Kumar.
He was
I'm talking about
representing
the
the
one at
national
Chiefs.
team because he was coming from Chiefs.
I'm talking about the one from
question.
Chiefs.
Next
Okay,
question.
we're going Dr. Kumar.
Dr.
All right, you can
So
go
in
with
midfield,
him.
Yes,
Oh,
I've
we are at
agreed with
AFCON.
Andy
Oh, let's go with
Make
AFCON.
peace.
Let's go with
Make peace.
AFCON.
Okay, in midfield we've gone Ngochali, not Dr. Kumar.
Yeah.
Number 10. Let me start with you,
Oh,
Baba.
yes,
shoes.
Oh, shoes.
Oh, shoes.
I'll go and fetch the man who played with who played with Pele. Came back
Kaizer Mutau.
and won and came back
Jomason.
and started a team and won the league with that team. The Black Prince of South African football, Jomo Sono.
Jomason, okay, look,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
something.
even
Jomason,
argue.
we are
Hey,
talking
but
about
shoes.
Yes,
Don't
look,
argue.
Shoes
we-
were special. They played
No.
until 42.
No, we are talking shoes. We don't have to negotiate.
Let's
No,
close.
the only
No, let me go.
No,
There's no need to
the only thing.
No, you can't. No.
This guy, oh, yeah, man. No, you know, the only thing they're celebrating about the Shak. Let me tell you the only. Let me build my case.
Yeah. Let's build this case. Yeah.
The only thing they're celebrating about Jomo is because the jersey has been retired. And we speak about the life of Relebogile Mofokeng, who deserve to have that jersey number 10. That nonsense of retiring that jersey. Even Lionel Messi, the best player, the God, he needs him. And now I'm building my case. Yes, do you understand? Maybe they are waiting for Relebogile Mofokeng to propose to have a wedding and leave his bride and go and score to come back so that they can retire the jersey. No way, sit down. Sit down. Hey, let him sit down.
The jersey issue. It's not in conversation.
Wait.
Take nothing away from shoes.
Yeah.
The Black Prince.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we close this thing.
No, you know what? Hey, look at my
Make a
mind.
decision.
Wait, this
rule on the
one.
match.
No, you know what? It's just that it's difficult. Mina ngazi ngampekele lucho. But I've watched, but I've watched to Lisilo, I've watched to Shoes. I spoke to Uto, I speak to the biggest legends.
Yeah.
They say Shoes is one of the most talented players to ever come to South Africa.
No, that book is good.
And in terms of fitness, in terms of aggression, he could play as an 8, he could play as a 6, he could play as a 9. So Shoes had a variety in his game. In terms of development, he was properly developed. I think he scored so many goals. But when people speak about Uchomo, Uchomo, I live a street away from him. You understand? Nkava uskara. Did you
watch his videos?
I've seen his videos.
That's why I'm saying,
when you speak to Brazilians, they will tell you Chomoson. This one is difficult.
Judge, make the ruling. Make the ruling.
No. We need someone. You know. Let me tell you. I understand where you're where you are.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
And I know it's not even tough. It's not even tough.
This is not a kangaroo court. No. This is stated.
Can I take my case?
Let him state his case.
I want you to understand what Jomo Sono did.
Yeah.
Jomo Sono was skillful. He played with his left. I watched his videos. I went that deep, and I understand that you're judging from a point of not having watched him play. But he had the ability, he had the strength, he has the fitness that you're talking about. He used to run from the very same house to Johannesburg by barefoot. He was fit, he was dead.
We're not talking marathon.
No, I'm explaining to you.
We're not talking marathon. Look,
even
Lindo,
today,
Jomo was good. I agree with him. Was good. I watched Dr. Ivan explained how Jomo was good. Jomo never picked up an injury in his playing days in Orlando Pirates. Never had a bad season.
Can I advocate for this? He
That
advocated
doesn't
for
come
shoes.
anytime. Anyway. No, I'm speaking good about Jomo.
No, it doesn't matter. It's me now who's
closer to
advocating for
shoes.
this, because now he said he spoke of those. So not only did he not get that at a very young age of 17, already what he has done then, people cannot do. He was able to go abroad. Unfortunately, apartheid robbed him. If it was not for that, he was going to be playing for Real Madrid. Imagine.
But we're not speaking about Real Madrid.
Imagine,
and Paris
think of this.
respectively.
Think of this. Imagine having to play with the best player then, Pele. It's like playing with Messi. Think of it in that context. You understand? Take nothing away from Shoes Mushewu, skillful. He could.
This one is a difficult one for me.
I'm
making a ruling. I'm making a ruling now.
Please.
This one is a difficult one. Big respect to John Shoes Mshewe and his family. But I'm going with the Black Prince. I'm going with Chomo Son. I'm really going with Chomo Son.
Yes.
Yo, start.
Yes. Yeah.
This guy, my dog.
Okay. Well, we've made a choice. We're going with Chomo Son. Maybe we can make an argument for Shoes as a false nine. But anyway, let's move on to
fight for me.
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's move on to wingers.
Right,
let's move on to wingers.
Yeah.
Left wing, Papa, let's go.
Let me check. Please let me. I want to check Junior Kanye. Wait. I've got a ruler to measure Junior Kanye's success on Kaizer Chiefs and in the top flight football. The ruler is too big. Let's get this one. Let's measure Junior Kanye's success. It's too big. I think too big. I think it needs a microscope to measure Junior Kanye. So I'll go with Coach Abalan.
Left wing, Orlando Pirates.
I think I'm going to make a very controversial statement. let me put the very same shoes. I'm taking him from Chiefs.
Okay.
No, man, you need to select Orlando Pirates player.
Yeah, but
you need to
Mr.
select
Chief
Orlando Pirates
scored my
player.
own goal.
Yeah, but
He lost it already.
I'll tell. I just felt like somehow it would be unfair, but I will go for. It's really still young for this or old.
You can give him. Can give the boy if you want to.
I think the boy has redefined football in 2000 era. He cannot be a president by fluke. I'll definitely give it to Subuken's finest, the Mfanaga China Mufukeng.
Are you guys
But
with
look,
those choices
look,
are
look,
not you're
Lindo.
making it easy with
Yes.
Shaba. I love Shaba, Mina, but
Yeah, no. The guy is a confused molecule from the start. He was giving it to Kaizer Chiefs supporter, a Kaizer Chiefs player. You rectified him. Now he's giving it to Rilemfu. Rilemfu still has a lot to prove. He has done a lot. A lot. But giving Rilemfu instead of Pio Shabalala is a disrespect. It's a disrespect.
Yeah, for that, I would
Yeah.
like to give to Shabalala, considering what he has done. He's a legend.
there's no left wingers at Pirates, Sammy. That we talk about.
Until you
I'm
can't
saying,
which team are you playing for?
Now, remember, now it's Relay and Simpiwe.
And Simpiwe.
So
Yeah.
we need to move on and
Oh, yeah,
just
move
choose
on.
the-
All right.
yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll
I'm
give it to
choosing him.
Shaba. I'll give it to
Choose them
Shaba.
not.
We
Oh,
won
no,
leagues for
but
Kaizer
I don't
Chiefs.
judge for you. I don't judge for you.
No, you
I
don't judge
do
for
not
me. I'm
you.
making a
Yeah,
decision.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
choose Ushaba. And based on the fact that he's won a
Yeah.
league with Kaizer Chiefs, he's played in the World Cup.
Yeah.
In terms of talent, for sure, Relay is talented more than
Yeah,
Ushaba.
yeah.
I'm going to be honest with this. But in terms of what Shaba has done
Yeah.
in his career, and the Outase Kaslam. But let's move on. Right wing, let me
Oh,
start with you.
I must give you.
Okay,
I'll
okay,
just
we've
take
moved
a
on, we've moved
So I
on,
must
we've
give
moved
you-
on,
I'll just
we've
take a-
moved on. Hey,
Okay,
wait,
tell me. Right wing.
These boys are still young, but I'll give it to a potential number 10, Steve Lukule.
Okay. Steve.
Okay, I'm having headache. Between Arthur Zwanga 10-111, the Black Jesus Karangobeza. Which one? I'll go with Karangobeza.
I'm disappointed you never chose Ushincha Kuluba. The Kaizer
Chincha
Chiefs.
Kuluba.
No,
And
I'm
you
not
say
choosing
left wing.
him. I'm going to
Where?
choose him. I'm going. No,
As a
Chicha
striker,
Kuluba. Yes.
as an ST.
Okay,
Chicha
all
Kuluba
right.
was a finisher. Was a prolific striker.
Okay.
Okay.
You said right wing. Arthur
I'm
Zwan.
going to go for him. What do you mean?
Arthur Zwanga is Karangobeza. Let me go with Black Jesus.
Black Jesus. You said Steve Likolia. You guys are making it easy in the front line, man. I think in Niguskar.
Jersey number.
Let me give it to Scar.
The Black Jesus.
Let me give it to
Uchipa
Scar.
wale tata wale.
The
No,
Grizzly
you know what?
Wizard.
Let me be honest with
The
this one.
Grizzly Wizard.
Let me be honest with this one.
How many goals did he
Oh,
contribute?
you did not watch.
No. I did watch you, Steve. But Uskara, when I was watching
Yeah.
football, I used to believe that Uskara is a gem, in my opinion.
For
Very
now,
Let's
good.
agree to disagreement.
For now, you can pass.
Let's
but
agree
you,
to
but you should
disagreement.
understand that at Orlando Pirates, once you become a potential number 10 holder, of which the great Domosolo gave, unfortunately, other things happened. But for a player to come there
And
and
Abunzima now, Steve.
Who's Steve? Who's Steve? That's goal specialist.
But we have,
But I'm going to give it to Scar. Let's talk about strikers.
Rest in peace.
Strikers.
Simple. I don't want to debate. I won't disrespect this guy and put about knowledge in Songa. They've done a lot. Bernard Parker, the leading goal scorer in the history of Kaizer Chiefs. But this one, I'll give it to Ntofontofo. Collins Besuma. Yes. Let me build my case. In a single season, he has scored 35 goals. Yet to have it happen in the history of PSL. Given that 25 goals from the league, 10 goals from the other competition, there's no player who have done that in the history of PSL. And as it stands, as it looks, there's no player who's going to do that in the near future. So I give it to Collins Besuma.
Tell me, striker, Orlando Pirates.
You know what? My information is going to be kind of crazy in a way.
No, we're going on 4-3-3.
Yeah.
One.
It's very. I wanted to mention one of my greatest players that I took abroad, Dr. Kaizer Mutaung. But again, the gods of football are saying so Vilagaz is the leading goal scorer of Orlando Pirates of all time. So I'll have to go with a very controversial
doing this on
figure.
purpose.
No.
doing this on purpose.
Williams. No, on a serious note. Utsobe kanzima, Chief.
Ayo.
Let me tell you, there was a time apparently that Dr. Kaizer Mutaung interviewed the whole team, the Chiefs, and they asked him, why are we always losing to Orlando Pirates? And everyone could not answer that question. You know what was the answer that he gave them? He said, because of So Vilagaz. That guy jumped higher while being the shortest. There's this particular coach who was coaching Sundowns. He spoke about him and he said,
Paul Toleza.
Little Napoleon.
Okay, but let's
with
move
the
on.
combination.
Yeah. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. You're making it difficult.
But the record, we cannot talk about a player is
I'm not
jumping
talking
because
about.
he's short.
I'm not talking about a
We are
player.
talking about- Look, let me tell you something. Mbesuma, what is his job? His job is to score goals.
No, you know what?
The record which is unbreakable. The record which is unbreakable.
I think I'm closing this thing. Yeah, no, out here, my mentor, my Jesus Christ.
But we put in
one of the
I think it's unfair.
Yeah.
I think it's
Emotions
unfair
aside.
where we
Yeah.
position.
Yeah,
where we
yeah,
position
yeah. I
it.
think more is a
I
number
don't
10.
think it's not a like for like.
For sure.
Position.
Let's give it to Ntof. I'm going to
let's
give it to
let's give
Mbesuma.
it to him.
Okay, who coaches this team? Let's go.
Yeah.
Who coaches this team?
Ted
The coach.
Dimitru.
Which one?
The coach that coaches this team.
Oh, obvious. Obvious. You've got No, not Rivero. Not, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take for Rivero. Mfuna trouble. Can't you my
Root crawl.
root crawl? I'll go for him.
I'll go with Ted Dimitru.
Are you? Master
Yeah,
Ted.
yeah.
Till today,
Yeah.
you go to Safa houses.
Yeah, Ted
they
guy.
still use the booklet that Ted Dimitri.
Yeah.
Won 4 leagues.
Yeah.
Won 4 leagues.
Yes.
Has developed coaches. Coach
Yeah.
Peter Musimane is a product of Ulentuza.
yeah, true.
The maximal training, if anyone knows about the maximal training, there's a group of coaches
Yeah.
that are part of the maximal training. A revolutionary in terms of developing South African football players, but also not South African football players, coaches as well.
But
he
root
taught
crawl
us.
won treble. Forget about that and your
No, but it
friendship
doesn't
with
come
them and
close. It
everything.
doesn't come close. It doesn't.
I will choose Ted Dimitri.
Ted Dimitri never
So
won the
meaning that at the end of the day,
Okay,
Kaizer
let's choose
Chiefs
a
will
captain.
win.
let's
Let's choose a captain in the
captain.
team. Can we do a recap of the starting lineup, right?
Yeah.
In goals, we've got Itumeleng Khune. Right back, we've got Edward Mtale. Left back, we've got Tsepo Masilela. Both centre backs, we've got OJ Mabizela as well as Lucas Khatebe. In midfield, we've got Andile Chali, Dr. Kumalo Chomosono. On the left, we've got Ulentuza. Who do we have?
On the
Pure Chabalala, and then on the right we've got Uskarang Gobese.
Yeah.
Up top we've got Ntofo Ntofo.
Yeah.
The
Kaizer
coach
Chiefs.
of this team
Yeah.
is Ted Dimitri, but we need a captain. Who's the captain?
A captain.
No, I think a possible leader there would definitely be Lucas Khatebe.
Ooh, Lucas Khatebe.
A leader.
Look, captain.
Lucas.
You see, he chose people he don't understand. We're not going to be here.
No. It's excellency. I just want to check the leader.
Yeah.
Lucas. I'll give it to Itumeleng Khune. The guy was vocal.
Okay.
He could arrange his wall, his defense. He was not a quiet captain. You need a person who's going to be vocal. And what did he achieve? Is one of the most decorated.
No, but now we're talking about leadership.
No,
We're talking about
Can I
leadership.
close it? Can I close it?
Yeah.
Can I close it? There's only one. There's a lot of leaders in this team.
Yeah.
But there's a leader amongst leaders,
Yeah.
and that leader is Lucas Khatebe.
Yeah.
I agree.
Agree?
Yeah, I
You all agree?
Agreed.
Are we happy with
It's
our
good.
combined?
It's just that my preference was Itumeleng Khune, but Lucas Khatebe, I chose him, is good. So I'll
Okay,
go with
before we close, which player would you remove and replace? Quick one, Tammy.
Hey.
One player that you can remove from that starting
Mine
lineup
is
and replace.
Hi. No,
Bring in
I think
Dr.
it's-
Kaizer Mtaumbe.
I think because shoes is there, is not there. Ne?
Shoes is not there.
Yes. I think that one is painful.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I know
and I think it's
injustice.
disgrace
Injustice.
to football. It's injustice to football.
Yeah.
That is the player that I would want to bring back. Shoes was on another level. It's just unfortunate in this comparison we had put him with such a great person
Jomoson.
as Jomoson. I think I'll take Relay. I think it's young, and then I'll put in.
It's really in here. It's not in. It's
No,
sharp.
it's not in.
sharp.
Remove Guchali and play Shoes.
Yeah,
and play with
it cannot be because Shoes is arguably one of the best, if not the best player ever to come out
All
of
right,
this country.
all right. Who would you replace and Lentuza?
I will take out Andile Jale as well.
Yeah.
Not from Kaizer. Kaizer Chiefs is fine. I'll take out Andile Jale and bring in Tinashe Ngomash.
Oof. I think, in my opinion, I would remove Uchali, no matter how much I love him. I would play with 2-8 and a number 10, and I'd bring in Shoes into the team. I think it's an injustice to make an all-time Orlando Pirates Kaizer Chiefs without a John Shoes Mushu.
Yeah.
And Kaizer Chiefs, don't
Receiver.
forget to tell them that Kaizer Chiefs is
Receiver.
dominating on that.
And by the way, this era and this generation that we are talking about from Kaizer Chiefs
Yeah.
is the era where Kaizer Chiefs was winning. This is the Kaizer Chiefs that people fell in love with, not this one.
Yeah.
This one plays like a Hellenic.
All right, guys. I think that was an incredible episode. Ikamala Mulindo Gushenkosi. This is Upapa Wawa, PhD, and this is Smash Sports Best of Enemies. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, Smash Sports Inc. on YouTube, on our social media platform, Instagram, X, as well as Facebook. Please don't forget to follow. Like, comment. The first episode.
Congratulations to you for subscribing.
And let me tell you something. Do you see this? The boys from Danini. This is the modern Popeye and Spinach that went to private school.
Yes.
Oh, Harvard University to be specific.
This is the best of enemies. Sise Runback. Next week. Thank you very much for 50K subscribers on YouTube. Smash Sports Inc. on our YouTube channel. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. Don't forget to comment, like. Bapet, this is going to be the best show in the country.